Hello and welcome to another episode of me, Shadow Wizard. Today on Shadow Up, we will be reviewing Kamen Rider ZO episode 1 to 4 because that's the complete story arcs that's been aired on the date of this recording, which is 8th of October 2018. And also, if you complain about, oh, why do you not include the Kamen Rider Forza and Kamen Rider Visor's story arc? My reasoning is the subtitles weren't uploaded at the time of the recorder, which I'm recording about 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, I think. But either way, so basically, I would go through the suit design, the music is over quarter. Talk about the Kamen Rider build arc and the Exaid arc. Also, we got to talk about the villains, the layout of episodes, and the naming and the plot of the series, which would be interesting, and also the characters. Okay, and we'll talk about the characters. I got no idea if I repeated it because I was doing other stuff either. So, the start off is the music. It's really jumpy and it contains a lot of reference to the past series. I'm not going to go through all of them because it's a lot, but I could do it in another episode if I don't get the copyright strike. Blame you, Kirsty Toei. The music is pretty jumpy and a lot of good things, as it is one of the as this is the 20th year anniversary, which after every issue of the first 20 Heisei Riders is on the logo is pretty amazing. Also, in the intro, it actually shows off the Kamen Rider's final rider kick, which is pretty amazing to fit that much in. To be fair, in Decade, they actually fit in all them fighting Decade. But that's another story, which I might do once I'm doing it. And also, this would be probably like a monthly thing, since I don't have enough time to do everything. And in December, I will release one in January for December because I'm on holiday. But that's another story for another day. It's pretty amazing. I like the suit design, music, and it actually shows a lot of reference to movies about it, like Back to the Future and some other stuff. Okay, moving on into the suit design. It's actually based off actual watches, which is pretty interesting. And this time they don't, for the 20th anniversary, not 10th, for 10th, indicate they actually transform into other suits, while in Kamen Rider Zero they actually borrow powers, which is really interesting. In Build they use the formula stuff, which I'm going to do explain. In Exaid they use the hammers, and I think that's plain over. Which is pretty amazing, and in its main design, it's basically a clock face, which is 1010, which is reference to 20, and in the for gates, it is pretty much it's pretty interesting. And for the belt, it's actually a turnaround. Basically, it also uses pins and press buttons, which is pretty amazing. The downside is I do not like the candy doors and gashapons type. That's another story. Okay, the villains of the series. Actually, before I go on, I should explain the plot. The plot of the series is basically in the fall of 2018, in a time machine appears before Sugo Tokura, the Kamen Rider CEO of this main rider of this season, and he is a high schooler that always dreamed to becoming a king. Then Destiny appears from time machine and telling the hero, "I come from the year year 2068 are well without hope, where almost CO, the kings of demons, reign supreme. She has come from the future in a desperate effort to change her own time. Then she gives the hero an anonymous warning: you will become Kamen Rider Zero, King of Time, the demon destined to rule the world. Can this really be the hero's fate? This is a story of Kamen Rider Kamen Rider who would be king, who would fight the past, present, future, encountering the various Heisei Rider throughout time and space-time. So pretty much the premises is pretty interesting, and the characters, as I said, which leads into the main ones, are pretty much just me, Koro, Tokawari, and Sugo, Tokumi, and Gates Murukuin. So basically, each one is actually unique. Sugo is Kamen Rider Zero, and he's pretty much naive, but he still have a true good heart, which is amazing. And for Gates, his focus originally in the first episode, and no spoilers, is to kill Kamen Rider, to kill Sugo, but instead he decided to observe because Tatsumi convincing him, and Tatsumi is the common girl of the series. And also, let's see, Koro Tokoya is actually a Kamen expert and a watch fixer. Well, it doesn't explain that much throughout the series. It says in the description when I read it. And there is Was. He is like a prophet to Kamen Rider CO, but basically he's a prophet, and every time he comes in, he rejoice that the king has something new happening. I'm gonna go into the build and Exaid with talk about it later on. So the other characters this time for the villains is, at the moment, other than another riders that those doesn't count, is I'm gonna look at that, is Was, and Aura. Those three are the main villains for the series, which doesn't explain that much at the moment. So basically, the episode's naming is pretty much is reference to other Kamen Riders. It's like, excluding the first episode because it's reference to itself. And then there's a year afterwards, like Kingdom 2068 is the first episode. The second episode is Best Domacho 2017 with Kamen Rider Build and the full bottles. I'm just holding a full bottle. And then Dr. Gamer 2018 and No Continue 2016 is actually a Kamen Rider Exaid, though, as Dr. Gamer is reference to the motif of the Exaid, which is Doctor and Gamer. Highly recommend to watch it. Just do it now. And No Continue 2018 is actually a reference to his catchphrase: I will complete this game with no continues. And then just at least the episode 5 to 7, as it is currently not either not aired or completed with the subtitling. In episode 5 is switchy on 2011. It's pretty much obvious to be Ford's. And for episode 6, it is go 5555913 and 2073. Basically, it's a reference to Kamen Rider Fies when he insert and Kaiser when they insert the numbers. So basically, in it, most of them they actually bring in the past member riders, excluding Forza at the moment. And well, mostly every episode at the moment, a rider from the past. So before we continue, the suit design of another build, which is pretty interesting, is actually the opposite of the main riders, which basically is if it's like for build, it is for the main rider of the Kamen Rider build. It is smart, a physicist, and he is love and peace. But this one looks like gunshots and for war, and he is pretty much a sport player, a basketball player, pretty much, which is a polar opposite. I should drink water because I'm doing this right off my tongue. Another one is Kamen Rider Force, which is pretty harder to tell, but he looks aggressive and less friendly if you compare in Force. But Vice is much more of it. Yes, as there's a lot of Finnish. I can't even say his name. The name of the species in feelings in Kamen Rider Vice. Those it's more obvious as he is mainly white and red and with Vice stuff on it. Really interesting. And for Wizard, it is Despair, which I'm not gonna explain because it's not aired yet because it doesn't show that much. And Kamen Rider Exaid is showing a bit of mole on it, and pretty much he is like, there's moles on his legs, and he is not a hero. Well, it's not a hero either. Okay, let's get on to the episodes and the layouts, which is at the same time. So basically, the first episode is Kingdom 2068, which is pretty much, but the layout is, for the first one, it's not that much. I'm gonna skip the layout, but the main thing is we're introduced to the characters. We see Kamen Rider builds Sento and Ryoga in it, as they just legit finished wrapping up Kamen Rider build, which is the reason why they could come in and probably pay payment stuff, which is pretty interesting. And the second episode, which is Best Metro 20, also is amazing. I could rant for a bit, but I want to keep this short and fast. The positive is amazing. The negative is pretty fast and squish compact, but to be fair, they will have to fill in a lot of stuff within 1 week. So part 2, which is Best Match 2017. So basically the layout is they found something wrong with time. They go to the problem and they time travel. They try to defeat another rider in the present time, which doesn't work, and they have to travel to the past to do it, which I could explain more about it. It basically, every time they go to the past, they change something, but interestingly, in a future episode, which I'm not going to say which is, they also actually remove the villains at the same time too. So it's pretty interesting, and to defeat them is to basically use their own powers. Basically, if you, for Kamen Rider build, another build to defeat, you have to use Kamen Rider build's power, which where Sugo borrows his power and is completed. While for let me think, okay, for Exaid, they have to do the same thing, and so on and so forth. So basically, for Exaid episode, it's pretty. There's a lot of reference to video games. Also, yeah, and the positive of Exaid is there's a lot of game reference, like the Konami code, the Germans. No, not the Germans. There is reference to German though, but mainly the Konami code. And pretty much the story is pretty straightforward at the moment, but it's at least we still get more of what's happening. So what do I think of these? These are actually doing pretty well. I'm actually excited for what's coming up, which as they're bringing back a lot of old actors. But the downside is not every actor could come back. Like for Gentaro, they can't. But the good side is some actors could come, other sub characters could come back, as the teacher guy from Forza actually came back. This is a bit of spoilers about the later episodes. Okay, so upcoming episodes which were shown is we might get or end movie, because they use Kamen Rider Gaim in the movie based on the filming, which is a bit of spoilers. And for let's see, for Kamen Rider Wizard, their story arc, they bringing back a Kamen Rider Beast and the mayonnaise stuff back. And for Kamen Rider Drive and Ghost, is currently, it's not, by looks of it, they're not going to air any. And for episode 9, by looks of it, they might bring in Dan Kuroto back, as there's a and Kamen Rider owns characters because it's since the time is changed, they have to face it. Let's see, this one. Kamen Rider Gaim. Upcoming, there's some other things here and there, like Kamen Rider Wars is actually coming, and I could actually read a bit more. Okay, some actors that could be coming back actually said, I'm just looking at Ninhon Heroes, is Kamen Rider Gaim. In the movie, this is all in movie, the Kamen Rider Grease, or the Evil Kiva, and the voice actor for Kiva the Third might be reprising his role in ZO, which he does maybe in the Kiva story arc, but it doesn't say that much. I hope he does. Another one is Kamen Rider Decade. The star act from ZO actually wants him, but the downside is he's actually doing another project at the moment, which is going to be interesting. He's currently playing in Kanemo Kiba Jinga, which is another show in Tokusatsu, which will be interesting. And going on, let's see. Kamen Rider Team Baron might be coming back, and the Kamen Rider O's female actor might be coming back. And I meant Kamen Rider Asa and Kamen Rider Dark Kiva might be coming back, as he played two roles. Okay, this is a bit of spoilers either way. But looks of another O's is actually looking a bit interesting, which is coming up. And I think, okay, my Google Drive is frozen. Google Chrome is frozen. Okay. Other than that, I think it should be it, because I'm writing about at this point. I will see you later at the next episode, which I got no idea. Probably another month time, I might do another one on Kamen Rider Wizard, and whatever comes afterwards. Might be Ghost or Kamen Rider Exaid Part 2 and O's. It's a guess though, but who knows. As in I think there should be enough time. Either way, I will see you later at the next review and podcast. Shadow Wizard out.